So in front of your desk, you guys have a green piece of paper. I'm going to give you a problem, and you're first going to do it first by yourself before you share with a partner. Okay? So once they color these, and I want you, thank you, Brandon, and thank you, Erica, use this as a way to help you solve this next problem. Okay? Yes, Cassie? You can do it in your head or on your paper, but I want you to have something recorded. Okay? Because I'm going to have you do some proving. Okay? So the problem goes like this. Robbie says thank you. You guys helped him distinguish between area and perimeter. And he says that in this square, which is 3 inches and 3 inches of a length and 3 inches of a height, he says the area of the square is 9 square inches. His friend, though, says, nope, it's 12 inches. Okay? Can you tell me who you agree with, Robbie or his friend? And on your paper, tell me why. I want you to prove it. So is Robbie correct or his friend? And you don't have to copy the question. You can just show your thinking.
He said that he multiplied it, right? So the area, because I think his friend said 7 times 4, which equals 8.
Where's the top one? We're doing the top one first. Robbie thinks the area is 9 inches squared.
You can also draw a picture to tell me how you know, okay? Or to show me why.
12 inches.
I agree with this one because I think I agree with Robbie because
Could you prove it? Can you show it in a picture? Good.
Okay, when you're ready, you can go ahead and share with your partner what you're thinking, how you would prove that somebody is correct.
Sure. And who do you think? Who do you agree with? You think the friend? And why do you think with the friend?
Because it's 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches.
And what is he trying to find out? It says Robbie says the area of... Oh, you were thinking perimeter? Yeah. Okay, so who do you agree with?
Robbie.
And can you prove it? You think? How can you show me in the picture? How could you prove it in the picture? Jason, do you have any idea? How could you prove it in a picture? Do you know who you agree with? So you agree with Robbie? Okay, could you show me in the picture? If you think you think his area is 9 inches squared, can you prove it in your picture? So why don't you guys talk about that? Can you prove it in the picture?
Is it width times length?
I don't know. Ask Jason.
Is it?
So why don't you explain what you did?
Yeah, what you did? Length times width.
Gave you the area, but can you prove it in the picture? Which part of the picture is the area? Oh, so which part of the picture? Remember what we did right there? The inside. So can you show me the 9 inches squared? Can you actually show me that in the picture? Is there any way to show that in the picture? Looks like go. Yeah. Can you explain to Carl what you just did? So what does that mean? What does that mean?
9 squared.
There's 9 squares inside. Make sure you share that. That's wonderful. Make sure you share that.
Okay.
So now who do you agree with?
Robbie.
Why?
Because there's 9 squares in the box.
Sure. And then what is his friend thinking?
There's 12.
So what's his friend? Is his friend confused?
Yeah.
What's his friend thinking of?
Hey guys, as you work, okay, think about what area is. And the question I forgot to ask you in the very first poster that we did is how do we measure it? Okay, so earlier somebody said, oh, it's 90 times width. So how do we measure it? Like if somebody wants to calculate the area of a shape, how do you measure it? Cassie?
You could take a rule. Essentially, a ruler and measure the length and then the width, and then you can multiply them.
Okay, so we can multiply it, but how would you measure it? Like if I took this room and I wanted to, or this desk, and I wanted to measure the area, what would I be doing other than just multiplying the length and the width? Yes. Brandon?
Finding out what is the length and what is the width.
Okay, so you would find out what the length and the width is, and then what would you do? Alex? Okay, you multiply it. Okay, really quickly with your partner, we asked a couple students to come up. Or a student to come up, can you talk with your partner and see what this student did? Okay, so talk to your partner. What did that student do? What did that student do?
That's the area, and the total of it is 9 inside it, which is the area. Because 3, which is the length, and 3 inches is the width, you multiply those two, and it gets 9.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's inside? What's actually inside that square? What do you see?
The area?
And what is the area?
9.
9.
So what do you actually see? 9 what? What do you actually
9
see?
boxes.
9 boxes?
Squares.
Yeah. Julian.
Julian, what did you do?
I made 3 columns and 3 rows.
3 columns and 3 rows. Why?
Because there are 3 inches on the width and 3 inches on the length.
Okay, so we have 3 inches on the width and 3 inches on the length. Okay. And then earlier, thank you, Julian, you guys said that the area is the space inside. But with Julian's picture, what did he use to measure it? Earlier, you guys colored it in. What did he use to measure the area, the space inside? Okay, Alex? In inches? Okay, what kind of inches, though? What kind of inches? Jessica? Stacy? Square inches. So what does that mean when somebody says square inches? What does that mean? Dale? DeAndre? I'm sorry. It's what was that? It's 1 inch square. Okay, so here, how many square inches do I have in here? Okay. Shira? 9. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, if you didn't do it, can you draw this picture in there? Because what some of you did is you just proved that the area of this square is what? What's the area of this square? Okay, Cassie? 9 square inches. Okay, so we measure area with squares. Okay, that's a really important concept that we want you to think about. Okay, all right. What I'd like you to do then. So, do you guys agree with Robbie or his friend? Robbie. Okay, let's go on to the next problem. Okay, same place.